Hello friends of the Northern Entertainment and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. We are in Wyoming and we are running a special transport. The mine needs big tires, so that's what we are hauling today. If this ever opens.
Turn right.
Just like that, we're off to the races. This is, of course, just like the overlay on top tells you. This is the preview version, not the final product.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
No stop signs for this man. Lights. Lights on for safety. Hey, you might have seen the video of me driving that Western style the other day. And the quite abysmal job of shifting that I did. Well, I mean, all things considered, it wasn't too terrible. Because that truck has a whole bunch of issues too. But one thing, especially if you are from Europe, that you have to keep in mind is we don't have synchronized gearboxes. And what that means is I have to match up the RPM to the shifting. Like, the truck has to have a certain RPM, or the engine has to have a certain RPM in comparison to the transmission, because if they don't line up, then you will hear exactly what you heard in the video, and that is when it starts grinding a little bit. Because I do what it's called floating gears. So I don't use the clutch, I don't double clutch. To be honest with you, I never learned to double clutch. I learned floating gears, but I also didn't do that for, well, almost 13 years.
Keep right,
so
and then turn right.
There is a difference in driving in the yard, which I do that normally, or driving on the highway for a longer period of time. And so yeah, it takes a while till you get used to it. And that's just a little background information. But yeah, to get to the task at hand here, hauling those oversized tires, I do believe we haul them to Phillips from Casper. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think so far of the DLC. I really like it. I'm sure you've seen a lot of different videos already from different content creators, and you had time to really enjoy the scenery. But yeah, I don't know Wyoming from a hole in the ground, so I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, this looks true to life or this doesn't look true to life, because I just simply can't be the judge of that. I can only tell you if I like what I see or if I don't like what I see, and I do like what I see. There's no doubt about that. I also like that new truck, but I didn't think that using an LT for an oversized load is really appropriate, so we're using the Lone Star. Which, funny enough, is essentially nothing but a LT with a fancy nose. And here we are. But what a great time for us simulation enthusiasts. You have Microsoft Flight Simulator coming with a whole bunch of updates. You have Twin Otter from Aerosoft coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator pretty soon. And if it's going to be on the same level or better than what the CRJ or the CRJ is, then oh man, it's gonna be good. Then we have heavy cargo coming. Obviously that's not gonna be till 2022, but overall, just good news all around for us fans of the simulation. On the road is getting an update. The cargo and logistics simulator, or logistics and cargo simulator, is getting an update. And of course, sometime next year we're gonna see Texas here in ATS, so it's just good times all around. I did also hear through the grapevine that that the Alaska Truck Simulator is getting closer to being done. And then is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about too, as I said in another video. After talking to a lot of different devs at NextSim and talking also to publishers and to their thought process, if you really like a game, then hit add to wishlist, because developers and publishers are really monitoring these wishlist entries very closely, and sometimes it can make the difference of a game being developed and of a game being scrapped in early development because there's just not enough interest generated. And sometimes it's really a case
Keep
of
right,
people might be interested,
right.
but well, for whatever reason they decided to not
Right.
to not wishlist it. And you know what? I'm as guilty as anybody of this. I thought that wishlisting is more something for you, for your own convenience, to make sure that you see when a new game is released. And yes, it is of course that too, but the devs and the publishers, they have access to that data, and if they see that a lot of people wishlist it, then, well, even if it's just, let's say, 10% of them in the end that buy it, then they still can gauge, okay, well, there's heightened interest. If we make this game really so it's a home run, then we're gonna stand to make some profit. And that, as much as I hate to say it, friends, but that is something you have to keep always in mind, is they don't make these games out of the love for the neighbors. They make these games to make money, to make a living.
Keep left, and then
And of
turn
course they
left.
have to be entertaining and so on and so forth. But I have the feeling that way too many people forget that this in the end is a business, and that you have to make business
Turn
decisions
left.
based on that. So, yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. As we are making our way here towards Gillette. Oh, Law Enforcement Academy down there. Somewhere down there is probably a shooting range too. By the way, in Canada, or at least in Alberta, I can tell you with 100% certainty, you would not see the police escorting a vehicle like this. There would be pilot cars. There would be pilot cars that drive ahead. Yeah, a truck of this size, there would be one pilot car that drives ahead. And actually, to be honest with you, maybe not even. Yeah, one pilot car ahead. I don't think there would be even a pilot car behind, because that's just an everyday load. It's not even a Jeep or a booster involved. That's, keep in mind, Alberta is the country, or the country is the it's oil country. So we we have a lot of oversized loads for chemical plants, for the oil field. I mean, a normal oil tank, for crying out loud. Normal oil tank is an oversized load. And sometimes they have pilot cars. Most of the time they just, you see them coming down the highway and you move over and you let them pass. That being said, apparently Wyoming is oil country too. See, it shows you how little I know. But like I said before, you could say I'm ignorant when it comes to the States, because most that I know about the States, I found out, well, really playing games and then
on.
Actually afterwards with piqued interest, yeah, having a look at books and read up on said states because I was interested in them. Oh, also guys, let me know if you think that the wheel cam or the face cam are wasted screen real estate, or if you actually enjoy them, if you want them bigger, whatever the case may be. I love how he goes over and says, hey dude, better slow down, move over. There's something big coming down the road. Now that is quite the train out there. See those pilot cars that are in the back? Those would be the ones that are usually in the front. But I'm okay with having a police escort ahead of me. At least we have some nice,
Keep right.
some nice flashing lights to look at. I am keeping right. Thanks for asking. But yeah, I really, from what I've seen so far, and I've been now up and down and sideways in this map now, granted a lot of it also in the dark, so I'm still finding new things, constantly finding new things when I drive during the day. But yeah, really, really well done, SES. Well done. You once again raised the bar a little bit higher. And with every DLC, as we wait for these DLCs to be released, and as they are getting released, I can honestly say, and if you guys follow me for any amount of time, you know that I call it as I see it, and I give credit where credit is due. It's just with every DLC that they release, they raise the bar a little bit more in terms of depth, in terms of quality, overall quality of the DLC, in terms of, yeah, just the level of detail and what you can see. It's amazing to me. It truly is. I'm looking forward to be able to run convoys here with you guys. It looks like our little trip is already coming to an end
Right,
here.
and then turn right.
Newcastle.
Turn right.
Trouble info 511. That is true for all of America. And when I say America, I mean North America, I mean the continent. Because in Canada, it's the same thing. If you want travel information, 511 is your friend. So you can see here at the end of this road, literally at the end of the road, is where we will come to a stop here for this run.
Go straight on.
Yeah, well, almost where we need to go. Looks to me, based on that, they're like a big coal
Get
mine.
ready to turn right.
But we will see. And yeah, you can see already they're one of the big end dumps. Or haul trucks, actually, is
Turn
what they
right.
are called. I mean, end dump would be a normal little one. This, yeah, this ain't little. What is this? Something so. Ah, black coal plant. Perfect. Yep, that's a haul truck, alright. And it likes to have big tires. Cop is just gonna stop right there. Thanks, buddy. Alright, we can do the rest on our own. Ah, look at that. Union Pacific. With Old Glory on the side. Nice. And once again, it just, yeah, you can see it. The level of detail and so on and so forth is just, they are getting better every time. But yeah, friends, this is all the time that we have today. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. I will be back soon with more. Until then, this is the Northern Alex signing off. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and God bless.